Coming up, 18 people were arrested in Lowndes County this past weekend.
And Valdosta is in the Christmas spirit with the seasonal parade.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Cassandra Massey.
And I'm Chandler Wilkerson. Over the weekend, a multi-agency sweep occurred as officers arrested 18 individuals in Lowndes County. Over the weekend, a multi-agency sweep occurred as officers arrested 18 individuals in Lowndes County. The Special Operations Division teamed up with other law agencies to serve search warrants and arrests throughout the community for drug offenders as well as offenders who were considered violent. There were multiple weapons and drugs confiscated in the sweep. The case is ongoing and is still under further investigation.
This past Saturday was the annual Valdosta Christmas Parade. Here is Mark Mungell with more on the story.
This past Saturday at 5 p.m. was the annual Valdosta Community Christmas Parade. The event took place right here between Brookdale and North Patterson Street, and it started at Woodrow Wilson Drive and ended in downtown Valdosta. And it just so happens that I was there.
Valdosta's Christmas Parade is happening right now.
This year's theme for the parade was Christmas lights on parade. Floats were judged on overall appearance, special effects, creativity, workmanship, and the use of theme. Parade entry fees were $50 for the first entry, and then $10 for each additional entry. There was a $25 late fee for all entries received after November 21st.
I've been coming to the parade all my life, and it's a fun time for the families to bring their children out and just enjoy the parade. I think the children love the candy the most.
Many sponsors participated in the event, as well as the entire Valdosta Lowndes Police, Ambulance, and Fire Department. Some of the floats in participation were really cool, and that's not all. That's right, the Valdosta Wildcat Marching Band was also in attendance, showing off their skills. The event was fun. There were so many people here, the streets were slammed, the kids got candy, and most importantly, the community was together. For News Valdosta, I'm Mark Mungell.
Gas prices are on the rise again, moving up 4 cents, coming to a total of $1.97 on Sunday. No need to fear because oil and gas prices are steadily decreasing. According to Ken Medlock, an economist and senior director at Rice University Center of Energy Studies, this will continue for the next 6 months.
The community joined together in holiday fun this past Saturday in downtown Valdosta. News reporter Allison Troutman has more on the festivities that took place.
People are getting in the holiday spirit this Saturday as downtown Valdosta hosts Farm Days.
Beginning at 9 a.m., the community gathered around the historic courthouse square to enjoy locally sourced produce, food items, and arts and crafts. Downtown Valdosta Farm Days is a way for the community to support local agriculture and buy directly from local farmers.
But I started Farm Days this year because Valdosta is trying to showcase the talents and the abilities of our local people.
I have a farm in Madison, Florida, and I grow shiitake mushrooms on oak logs, and I have mushroom soup for sampling today so that people can taste shiitakes and know what they taste like.
But this farm day had more than just a great market, but was accompanied by Valdosta Main Street's annual holiday open house. The event encouraged citizens to visit local shops and restaurants and featured entertainment, family fun, and a visit from Santa Claus.
The holiday season has just begun here in downtown Valdosta. For News Valdosta, I'm Allison Troutman.
In benefit for World AIDS Day, VSU and the Infectious Disease Program hosted an HIV/AIDS forum to raise awareness for the community. At this event, the guest speaker, Mars Hallman, spoke about the importance of self-preservation and the impact that sexual education has on the youth. About 50,000 people die from AIDS every year, and bringing awareness to the community was the only motive for this event.
When we return, we will find out how a program called Baby Love is not only educating, but saving the lives of babies in Lowndes County.
So don't go away.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out, when someone gives blood and a life is saved, that moment when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies, and your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
During an open meeting at James H. Rainwater Conference Center, Georgia Department of Public Health officials announced on Thursday that the infant mortality rate are improving in Lowndes County. State officials touted the success of a Lowndes County program called Baby Love, which focuses on preventing premature births and infant deaths through education and intensive home case management to high-risk African-American pregnant women. Founded in 2008, the program LOVE stands for Lowndes Unique Victories. All 18 health districts for the state of Georgia were represented at the lunch.
Looking for a fun place to express your artistic side? Well, Studio Imagination is the place to be. Here's Mikhail Keys with more on the story.
So, as everyone may know, art is a form of expression. Creativity is essential in order to come out with the finished product. At Studio Imagination, you get hands-on experience with paintings, potteries, and much more.
Studio Imagination is an art business ran by Barbara Hill. It is located in the city of Bremerton. Studio Imagination is a place where you can do art for the fun of it. It is a place for artists and non-artists to showcase their talent and also prove that creativity is possible in every masterpiece.
This is fun art, not fine art, and they get to paint a picture and within 3 hours and take home their painting that night, and it inspires a lot of them to go on and do more and get into art. Most of them were pretty intimidated to go to fine art classes, so they just come here and relax and have a good time.
Studio Imagination offers classes every Friday and Saturday night. They also offer pottery and canvas painting for the young and the old, as well as finger painting. Studio Imagination is open 4 days a week. So folks of the community come to Studio Imagination to get a better feel of their creative side. Because Studio Imagination brings the creativity out of every artist.
People often forget, painting is really your personal view on how you may view life or the situation that you're going through. The importance of art is really that you get to choose. You get to choose what you want to paint. It's not somebody else's view. You get to paint your own view. You can tie it into anything you want to tie it into. There's no boundaries.
So there you have it. At Studio Imagination, folks of the community come out here to learn more about the art and also have a better hands-on experiencing with pottery, paintings, and much more. In the city of Bremerton, my name is Mikhail Keys for News Valdosta.
Do you have a passion to act or would love to play a role in a production? The Theater Guild Valdosta has an upcoming mystery play called A Murder is Announced. They are currently hosting auditions for roles. The dates for auditions will be Monday and Tuesday of this week. Barack Gillard is the show director, and he is looking for 6 women and 5 men for roles. The play will begin on February 4th through the 7th, and then will continue the 11th through the 13th.
Each year, the city of Valdosta does its part to make the holiday season special for those with developmental disabilities and behavioral health needs by collecting gifts for the residents and at the Parkwood Development Center. On Tuesday, December 15th at 9 a.m., Mayor John Gale, Valdosta Fire Department Freddie Broom, and other members of the Valdosta Fire Department would deliver gifts to the 120 patients who reside at the facility. The residents range from ages 7 to 71. The entire community is encouraged to help with the collection of the gifts for the event by donating clothing for men and women, toiletries, clock radios, hair dryers, and more. Unwrapped gifts and monetary donations will be accepted through Friday, December 11th at the Fire Department's administrative office.
It's time for another short break, and then we will come back with your local weather from Kendrick King.
So stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday.
Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday.
Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap the snacks Sunday.
All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday.
Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday.
Eat well and move a lot.
Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday.
All the healthy children, all the healthy children.
Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Here, beauty is a lot more than skin deep. For more than 100 years, we have focused on creating individual success stories. This is a place where professors are mentors, competition is cheered, collaboration counts, experience is hands-on, and connections are lifelong. VSU, over 100 majors, championship athletics, focused on your success.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now we will have our local weather update from Kendrick King. Kendrick?
Thanks, guys. The weather in Valdosta has been nice, and for the most part, it looks to not be changing much. Diving into today's forecast, we are looking at a day with a high of 72 degrees and sunny skies. Our precipitation readings are at 0 today, so you can keep your umbrellas at home today. We should be experiencing mild winds topping at 8 miles per hour. Tonight, the temperature will drop down to 45 degrees, so be ready for a colder night just in time to enjoy some seasonal hot cocoa. It will be a clear night with no chance of rain. Tomorrow, there will be a high of 72 degrees, just like today. It will be a nice sunny day with a 0% chance of rain as well. The UV index for today will be a 5 out of 10, so it's not too serious today, but a coating of SPF 15 can never go wrong. The pollen count for today will be just under 1 on a 12-point scale. This means no predominant pollen risk, so enjoy your day outside. That's all I have for the weather today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kendrick. When we come back, we'll check in with our sports anchor, Elizabeth Tate.
So stay with us.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED!
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back.
Winter sports are underway and full of excitement. Let's head over to our sports anchor, Elizabeth Tate, to catch up on the excitement of the weekend sports. Elizabeth, what happened this weekend?
Thanks, Cassandra. It was a weekend of both wins and losses. For starters, the Valdosta Lady Wildcats basketball were in action over the weekend while on the road Friday night as they were matched up against Pelham. Unfortunately for the Lady Cats, the matchup proved to be a little lopsided as they took a 19-point loss by 70-51 score. Valdosta's record dropped to 4-4 on the year. The Wildcats boys basketball team is also in a bit of a slump lately, but they will look to turn things around. Chandler Wilkerson has an update from the Wildcats practice.
With the holidays just around the corner, the Valdosta Wildcats boys basketball team is settling into their season. With 6 games already under their belt, they look to improve on their 2-4 record with 2 big tournaments coming up over the winter break. The Wildcats are fresh off of a game where they came up a little short against Pelham by a 64-61 final score. Coming up for Coach Antonio Haynes and his team on Saturday is an away matchup against Daughtry High School. Valdosta is 0-2 on the road so far this season, but Coach Haynes pointed out some improvements that he would like to see going forward over the holiday break, as well as what was pleasing about what he's seen from his team so far.
You know, a long ways to go, like I said at the beginning, but we're coming along well. We've really been in some close game against some really good team. Started out the fourth quarter winning all 3 games that we lost, so you know we making some good strides and they playing together. Right now we just need shots to go down, and that's just gonna come from staying in the gym, getting shots up, and just getting back to the basics. We're doing better on the offensive end, you know, running our offense fluently. Defensive end, we're holding teams to under 50 points.
Feel good about the game this week. You know, we've been practicing a lot, practicing hard, competing. You know, just trying to get better every day. I'm new to the team. I actually transferred from Lowndes. Feel really good. I like playing with them. We get up a lot of shots, and they like to play with me. So.
Wildcats boys basketball has a ton of action scheduled for December, including the McDonald's Big South Tournament and the Thomasville Hoop Fest. It surely seems like high school basketball is back in full swing. With the Wildcats in News Valdosta, I'm Chandler Wilkerson.
The Valdosta State women's basketball team captured their first Gulf South Conference victory of the season against rival North Alabama last Thursday. The game ended with a final score of 76-63. This triumph allowed the Valdosta State to improve their overall record to 5-1 and 1-0 in conference play. Meanwhile, the Lions dropped to an overall 1-5 team record and 0-1 in the GSC play. The Lady Blazers then recorded their second straight Gulf South Conference win on Saturday at the complex after a strong 62-53 win over the Chargers of Alabama Huntsville. With this win, the Lady Blazers improved to 6-1 overall and 2-0 in the league. The Blazers take to the road for their next 2 matchups against Lee in Cleveland, Tennessee on December 10th and Shorter in Rome, Georgia on December 12th. This past weekend held both ups and downs for the Valdosta State men's basketball team. The last Thursday, the Blazers saw an incredible thriller of a game with a 127-115 triple overtime win over the rival Lions of North Alabama. Then for the second straight game, the Valdosta State Blazers men's basketball team forced an overtime contest again on Saturday. This time, however, the Blazers were unable to overcome the number 19 Alabama Huntsville Chargers in a 102-96 defeat. With this, Valdosta State fell to 5-2 overall on the year and even their conference record to 1-1 following the heartbreaking defeat. The Blazers will now travel to Cleveland, Tennessee on Thursday to play against the Lee Flames, then come back to Georgia for another GSC showdown with the Shorter Hawks in Rome, Georgia on Saturday. That's today's sports report. Now let's go back to the news desk.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Coming back on News Valdosta, we will find out how students can raise funds by buying books.
Don't miss it.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
The Scholastic Book Fair is coming to JL Lomax this week. Starting today through the 11th, students will be able to purchase from a wide selection of books. Throughout the week, students will also be able to participate in various events at the book fair, such as Funny Monster Day and Coins for Books Day. JL Lomax hopes to sell 400 books during this week, which will help them raise $2,000 in funds.
Thanks for watching our program today. This is our final newscast this year. I'm Cassandra Massey.
And I'm Chandler Wilkerson. Join us again in 2016 and have a happy holiday season.